to Jan's Views, a place where I share my views and listen to yours. Whether you are here for my artwork, live streams, shorts, or just for the giggles, please be assured I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you will enjoy your time here on my channel. I would be eternally grateful if you would give a like to the video, consider subscribing and, dare I ask, even become a member. So without further ado, let's do this.
Hey, and welcome back to Jan's Chats and Reacts. First question of the video. Who the hell is Brandon? Now, I've just heard this name today while I was doing a little bit of researching, and this guy, Brandon, has come up. I mean, does anyone know who he is? This is a picture of him with Jay. I don't know. I presume it was on the same holiday. They're both wearing the same hats. We don't seem to hear much from him. Somebody is, but very true. So not only do we have to ask, who is this guy? Who is this Brandon? We also have to ask, why hasn't he said anything? Why wasn't he interviewed? The same as supposedly, well, we know somehow they were somewhat interviewed, Bradley and Lucy. But what happened? What happened with Brandon? Interesting.
Seem to hear much from him. He hasn't posted anything in awareness of Jay. Why would you not be helping spread word of your friend's disappearance? Lucy, Jay, and Brandon. Here is Jay in a state at the festival, alongside Brandon. His first holiday abroad. Only 19 years old. Why leave your friend alone in that condition? In the next clip, you can see Jay at the festival. Brandon's just across from him in both. So surely he should know some information.
Well, firstly, I have to apologize for that voice. It's awful. Sorry, guys. It's not mine. But this person who's called Mrs. Unique makes some really good points. And it's actually really sad to see how wasted Jay was in these videos. We know he was a bit of a thug. We know that. We know he'd, battered some poor guy. We know that. But as a mother of 4, I've actually got 4 guys. I know, I did it 4 times. Can you believe it? Anyway, I've had teens. I've had teenage boys. And so I can relate to seeing just how wasted Jay was in these videos. It's actually heartbreaking. I'm sorry, but I mean, you youngsters, come on now. When you go out, just be careful. See, I think this finger thing going on here is showing who, pointing at this guy here, who is Brandon. Come on, Brandon. Who are you? I guess Brandon's back home, along with the others. All right. It's actually, if you just heard a cat meow, that was my kitten who decided she's going to jump on my lap at precisely that moment. It's, I don't know. I just find it really, really sad that this young guy was obviously blotto. Was he drugged? Did he take the drugs, himself? There's so much to this story, guys. Right, I don't know what's happened here. Is this Brandon in one of Jay's last snaps about stealing a watch? I've no idea. But what I do want to do is look further into who this Brandon is. Okay, so let's have a look at the channel End the Struggle again.
I really don't. but I do think he's suspicious. Nobody's speaking about him. Everyone's talking about Brad or Lucy or this Ayub guy. That Brandon seems to be appearing in a lot of photos. I reckon that might have even been him on those white steps that was taken on the road out to Masca.
Do you know this guy? I always think that he makes really valid points without, dramatizing them or anything. He really speaks the truth, the same as Mr. Wax Unfiltered. Those two are my two favourite people to find out more information about this situation. So he's saying, so why have we not heard anything from Brandon? That's a really good point.
Where's his statement? He seems like he's a bit of a troublemaker. That video that was taken before the 17th by that dude on YouTube, which evidently shown him fighting outside a Sugar Reef or one of those bars on Veronica's. I mean, that was the exact same shirt that he had on in the nightclub. It's an off-white shirt or T-shirt. Same build, looked like him. Where's his statement? I'm not sure. He's got something to do with it, definitely. I even think that the photograph that everyone's saying was Jay in the car talking about nicking the AP, I reckon that was Brandon.
Do you know, I knew there was something I wanted to pick up on. You know that picture of three of them? There's three boys stood on the wall, and they're saying that one of them could well have been Jay, but they didn't really identify who the other two boys were. He's got a point, Maybe one of those was Brandon.
With some glasses on. So while everyone's focusing on Lucy and Brad, where's Brandon? He's definitely got some side to the story. He ain't Johnny Vegas either. Definitely not. There's no lad walking around Lancashire called Johnny Vegas and somebody's not come out and says, oh yeah, he was called Johnny Vegas. Come on. I mean, in my local town, if there was someone walking around here called Johnny Vegas, everyone would know about it. And the second that name came out, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's such and such. Nobody said that. But he's definitely something to do with it. And he's gone so quiet. His Insta stories are a bit weird. I think we need to find Hodgie. Podgy.
Who's Hodgie Podgy? Oh my God, not somebody else. Not another side character. Jeez, these go on forever. Right, bear with. I'm going to do a bit more digging.
And a reef uncovered is that one. Now, this gets weird. Hold on.
That is currently
This comes from a different channel, Joseph's channel. Okay. Let's go back down to here, and we're going to switch over right like that. We'll bring it more in focus. All right. Now, he's going to show us this guy that's been boots on the ground looking for Jay. This guy has crashed. It's the middle of the night on the night before Jay Slater's body allegedly was found. Now I'm questioning, is this Friday night and the real find of Jay Slater body on Saturday, like the locals are saying? Or is this Sunday night before we hear anything about Jay being found in the Americas and UK? I'm so confused. Let's figure this out together.
Going viral, however, on TikTok is from Down the Rapids, the guy that was boots on the ground in Masca searching for Jay. His name is Paul Arnett. And this video shows a disturbance in the middle of the night before Jay Slater was found.
So it's 2:30 in the morning, and normally Masca is absolutely silent. Yeah, I've been woken up, guys. I'm not sure what's going on over there, but something has definitely disturbed the gates, which has set off all the dogs in the area. And that is just so loud, so loud. It's that loud, it's actually waking me up and got me out of bed. I'm not quite sure what it is. Now, I have been walking around myself at strange times, sometimes at like 1 a.m. in the morning, sometimes 2 a.m., but I try not to do it because this is what happens. It literally wakes up the entire village. It's so noisy, guys. I do genuinely wonder what has set off all the animals this morning. Anyway, it's 2:30. I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. Early start tomorrow. Big love.
One user.
Hey guys, do you remember in my previous video when I said I was looking for this woman who was going on about the Jamaican link? This is her. This is her. What's her name? Let's just say, 1111 True Crime. That's her channel. And this is where I first heard about the Jamaican link. I've since been put right in the chat. Someone said, I wasn't doing my homework. Yeah, they're right. I didn't do my homework on this because I wasn't really. These videos, I can't do my homework on every single little aspect of it. But yeah, I'll try and do better. I will try and do better. But this is the woman that I got that theory from. So let's just hear what she's got to say here. Right, get on with it, Jan, for goodness sake.
It involves Lucy. And I'm like, OMG. I'm going to let you be deciding if it's the same Lucy. I mean, it's with some of the same names.
Yeah, I do agree with her here. This Lucy, the name comes up all the time. Lucy here. Now listen, I know Lucy is quite a common name, but it just seems quite peculiar that this particular name seems to keep dropping. That's it. I mean, it might be two different Lucys. We don't know, but okay.
And is Lucy just a player? All right, let's get over to movie time. And I'm going to introduce to you a little bit about who Potter Paper is. So I've removed the music for this one. And he was the MOBO Musician of the Year. Now, let's get back over here. And here's another little snippet of where he's coming back to the conversation and he's talking about Lucy again. If you want to continue with me, I'm going to play the whole thing out. Well, not the whole thing. You'll need to go over.
Okay, Missy. I think this woman actually goes on longer than I do. Now, I was also put right about this young man's heritage, nationality. Apparently, he's mixed, as am I, but he is mixed with an Algerian and British and was born in London, as I was. So I'm just correcting myself about that because after listening to this woman, I thought she said he was Jamaican. I was wrong, guys. Put my hands up. I was wrong. Okay. Not always right.
Over to Topical Juice and watch his whole story. He has 2 videos that bring you all up to speed. But we're going to start off with this little snippet.
Their own friend's store, but I think it's mainly because the friend don't really ain't even there no more. He don't even own it like that. And obviously, I did say to these man, bro, why did you film it? You feel me? Like, why did you film all this?
Okay, so if you don't know, here is the video first of Potter Papers Cafe being robbed. So it got robbed. And
right, okay, I'm going to jump in here because I think I can actually say it quicker than she does. Potter Paper had a store in Tenerife that was robbed. This guy here called Topical Juice was at a music festival, a large music festival over here called Glastonbury, and bumped into the guys that robbed the store. I mean, what are the chances of that? Anyway, he did. And the guys explained to him why they did it. There was some ag. There was some ag between the two, between Potter Papers and these other guys. So they filmed it and then made a video about it, a music video about it. Now, I think it was in my last video that I spoke about it, where Topical Juice was laughing and saying, "Are you crazy?" So he's now opening up about the fact that he's actually bumped into the guys and everything's hunky-dory. I don't know, guys. These aren't the streets I walk on, I have to tell you.
And you know,
They filmed it live. They went live, broadcast while they robbed it.
Where?
Yeah, apparently they went live while they robbed it because what's his face? Potter Paters owed them some money. Pure and simple. So yeah. It's honestly, who'd have thought Jay Slater had anything to do with this? I mean, did he have anything to do with this? Or is it just that it just so happens to have happened in Tenerife? I tell you what, my daughter went to Tenerife when she was a teenager. I'm glad I didn't know this was going on then. She wouldn't have gone, I'm telling you. There'd be, nope, you're not going there.
Let me take all these 3 rolls of roll. I'm taking a weed.
So they're filming it while they're robbing it, and they're going live with it.
All right, they were going live as well with it. Okay, so let's move on. I'm still looking for Brandon, guys. Right, later that evening, we felt sorry for Potter Papers' worker as he told us he had not been paid for over 2 months. He told us he had lost his passport and can't get back to the UK. LOL. So later that evening, we treated him to a curry. Oh, that was thoughtful. Why am I on it? Why am I on this, guys? Why? I don't know. I just wanted to prove where I got the Jamaican link from. But hey, I'm kind of stuck now. Right, let's go back to her. Let's see what else she's got to say.
Paper's name about the cafe and sort of like a business takeover. That's interesting. Is it the same Lucy? It's interesting.
That's it. Right, now, the link with Jay is this Lucy Lockett, that keeps appearing. But as I've just said, Lucy's quite a common name. Is it her? Is it the same Lucy? Why couldn't she have had an unusual name? I don't know. But, yeah. Are you following this, guys? This is more disjointed than my last video, and that was bad enough.
You listen to Lucy, she's Jay's friend, right? Questionable. Lucy shares a screenshot of this call between her and Jay the morning he disappears, but it's an outgoing call from her phone. The blanket, allegedly, that we see wrapped up around Jay on the stoop having the cigarette looks very remarkably like a blanket from Lucy's apartment. Remember, she has an apartment there.
I think we also have to remember just how out of it he was in those pictures, in those short, videos of him in the club. I mean, was he taken advantage of by his so-called friends? Was it? I don't know. I mean, each day I'd listen to things and I watch things and, listen, at the end of the day, the boy was 19. Yeah, he was a little shit, I have to say, because of what he did to the other boy, but he was still only 19. He just started his life, guys. So I'm going to have one more look to see if I can find anything about this Brandon. Okay, so I've gone back to Mrs. Unique's channel. There's this video here. I don't know. I mean, it looks like is this on it's not Twitter, is it? Is that TikTok? Right. You can possibly see Jay and Hodgie in the video in the same clothes the night that he possibly went missing. I've slowed the video down. If anyone can shed some light on it, it's come from Cole's Place on YouTube, but the date uploaded says 9th of June, which is strange as someone who travelled with Jay on the flight said they didn't go till the 12th. God, I tell you what, the more you dig into this, the more bizarre it becomes. And then she's written, or they've written on here, is this Jay and Brandon in somewhat of an altercation? Unseen footage. Okay, let's play this.
Updating the Jay Slater media, and he just said the 31-year-old actually booked a £40 a night holiday press, and he gave a comment to Mel he had nowhere else to go. His friends had all left. Now my face is all over the news.
Found something on the webcam again. The car you see at the beginning had been standing there for I don't know how long. The car was definitely there for 2 minutes, including another car. I don't know how long because I had just opened the website. Immediately when the car drives off, a person shows up out of nowhere. Okay. Early on footage that needs to be looked into. I tell you what, there's so many things that need to be looked into. This is just insane, guys. There's no sound on this video. You see the white car go by there? Oh, there's 3 cars. Right, there's that one parked there. Okay. And then on the right-hand side, you see another car coming down. Oh, is that the same car? I don't know. I'm all confused. I'm still looking for Brandon. Where's this blooming Brandon? Right, so now we're back here. Update, 2nd of July. Jay said he had stolen a 20k watch and friends say he wouldn't have made this up. Also, reports of Jay being scared leaving the rental property. Please watch. Okay.
June, Jay left the area of Veronica Strip, Las Americas in a Sea Leon hire car with 2 males casually known to him. Jay and a number of his friends had spent time with them both over the previous 2 days. All 3 males, including Jay, then travelled north via the main motorway, the TF1, to go to the 2 males' holiday rental Casa Abu Latina in Masca.
Right, so this is the cop, right? This is meant to be some super duper cop that's meant to have solved like high profile cases in the past. We haven't heard anything since they've found Jay. We've heard nothing from him. So that's quite interesting. So I don't really want to listen to him prattling on here. I just want to find out anything else about Brandon. Right, let's see.
Anything to do with like police or paperwork or laws and things like that, it's in my man's name, innit? It's alleged that, and I'm hearing that Potter and this Danny Donny or whatever, these other men who are trying to muscle their way in, have involved this girl called Lucy. I don't know if Lucy's one of their managers or something, but I hear this name Lucy flying around a lot, especially around Tenerife.
Yeah, we all keep hearing her name being thrown around. Okay, guys. I mean, what do you think? Are we any nearer solving this? I don't think we are. And I'm struggling to find more on this Brandon situation. I thought this whole video may be about Brandon, but obviously it's not. There's so many other things that I haven't spoken about that I keep finding. And it's like, oh, geez, Louise, this is just insane. So I think I'm going to finish this here. We're 25 minutes in, and I like to keep them relatively short. I'm going to look out for more on Brandon. If anyone else, if any of you guys have seen anything about him, point me to the channel so I can go and have a look. But it does seem interesting that there does seem to be somebody called Brandon who was also in the French group who seems to have, like, he's not speaking up. He's not coming forward with anything that he knows about what happened as regards Jay going missing. It's just, yeah. Does anyone know who Brandon is? I'd be interested to know. He seems quite... I watched a video earlier where the person said that this Brandon was in more photographs with Jay than his other friend, Brad, who was meant to be his best friend. So, hey, all right. So let me know, guys, if you know anything more. Definitely interested to find out. Thanks for clicking on this video. And hopefully see you very soon. But before I do, you take care of yourselves out there, because it's a rotten old world. So for now, bye-bye for now.